Okay, here we go. We're live again one more time. And let's just jump in there. Straight in. It's quite exciting. This is the final stream building this car park. I'd like to say this goddamn car park at this stage because we spent so long doing it, right? It's been a grind, but it's been worth it, man. It's been worth it. It finally looks like a car park, I'd say. Well, almost. We've got one more thing to do here, right? We've got to put some signs up. All these lampposts, there's a lot of lampposts and they all look pretty bare to me. So we're definitely going to stick some signs up. We've got these modded in road signs and then they're pretty cool. We'll get to see them in a second, right? You can kind of change them and they're all different designs and stuff. They look like proper street signs. We've already used them on the highway and we used them on these side roads as well. And we're also going to use them inside this car park as well, right? We're going to sort of like tell people where they need to go. There's disabled parking in here, there's motorbikes, there's HGV, all that sort of good stuff. So we'll just stick a few signs, a few speed signs as well. I don't want people razzing around, although we will be breaking those speed limits, I've no doubt. But yeah, we'll put some speed signs up and stuff like that. We're going to do all that, and that'll be this car park finished. Now, there is one more thing I want to do before we quite get to the signs, and that's just stick a few benches in across here. This is like a pedestrian walkway of sorts, right? This is where you kind of like, you know, you could just walk past the car park if you're not going to the car park, or you could just chill here, do whatever you want to do, man. It's all good. But I mean, we've got some benches here, right, on the junction, so that's quite nice. But we're going to stick some here as well. So let's just decide what we're going to do. I think we're going to use these. And we've got these here, right? So it kind of makes sense as the kind of end points for the benches, just to kind of, you know, give them a bit of privacy on the side of the bench there for you. Let's get a bench in then. Let's have a quick look in the inventory. On the other side of the car park, we have already built benches. I'll tell you what, let's just move this mic a touch closer. There we go. And they were jungle benches, so I think we'll go for jungle benches also here. So it's all kind of matches up and stuff. So it makes sense. There we go. These are the ones. These are the ones we're using. Let's just have a little look through the jungle stuff. There's quite a lot here. It's all kind of modded in. Hollowed strip log. Now, if you could fill that with stuff, that might look quite cool. Also on the side, but you can't. It just sits there all empty. So we're not going to use that. What we will use is something nice and simple design, just like this. And basically just put these right across. Now there's an entranceway there, and of course the kind of main corner's just going to stay open like that. We may end up having another entrance here when we build the road across to here, but for now we'll just ignore that and we'll just put the benches in. I don't know, what do you reckon? 3? It looks a bit tight, doesn't it? Maybe do them 4. Maybe even 5? You know, a nice kind of wide seating area kind of makes it welcome. And then you know, if you've got a couple of people, they don't have to sit right next to you if they come in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one of these. As simple as that. That's it, man. This is what we're going for. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bang. And I think we'll probably potentially. I mean, I quite like the look of them just with this grass. You can put flower pots in these, and you know, stick a flower in there or something like that. And that can look quite nice. But actually just here like this, I think we're cool just like this, man. We're going to keep it nice and simple here. It's quite a clean sort of white vibe here, isn't it? And we'll kind of stick with that. 4, 5. Yeah, this is literally going to take 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll decide where to end it here. 3, 4, 5. I think we can probably get one more in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Nice and simple. That's all we wanted. Just somewhere where people can sit. We want this place to be welcoming. And we could count across here now to sort of see where we want it to end, but I don't think we need to. We're kind of going to start it where that one ended, like that. I'll put them here as well. 2. Yeah, I'm really pleased, man. Let's just stand up here and take it all in for a minute. A quick look at the bridge. A quick look at the car park. Because I'm really looking forward to this car park being finished. I won't lie. and it practically is. We've got our first car in there, and we'll go for a little drive later. So we've got the signs up and the car park's officially finished. We're going to spawn in a few more cars, just a handful. I'm not going to fill this thing up. I'm pretty sure it would lag the game having that many cars, yes. So, but we'll probably spawn in like one of each colour car, and then just leave it at that. And then we'll go for a little drive, go underneath the car park, have a little look at the lower levels that are already finished, and have a little tinker about in there. And then it's all done. We've got nothing to change down there. It's all finished down there. But we will just have a look. I haven't been down there in months, so it'd be nice just to see it again, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get cracking. We've got a lot of work to do. It's all little bits here, but kind of got the bit between my teeth, as it were. That's 5, isn't it? To get this finished now, so we can move on. And what we can do after we've moved on is start the next build. It's as simple as that. We're going to jump right in and then start building. I don't think we want them right on the corner. I think we'll leave kind of corner open there. Just leave it nice and clean there. Like I say, it gives options to kind of widen this potentially in the future. Yeah, we'll probably make a little staircase down there or something. Who knows, right? But we won't do that until we're building up this area. We'll decide on all that then. That's it, man. That's the benches. Now, while we're here, actually, right, there was one thing I noticed on the stream yesterday. We filled in all these columns. They're all hollow. Let's have a look. Let's just remind ourselves what we did. Just kind of randomly, yeah, because it's such a tiny space here. We just made each one like a little room, basically, just of a different colour. Each room's a different colour, and just kind of got random bits in there. We've got a telly. You can stick the telly on. Now this room's what, magenta. So is there anything kind of magenta-y there? That's got kind of red in it. Yeah, I don't really like the empty chest. Should we stick some bits in the chest here? Just random bits that you might pick up if you're here. Now we're done with the benches, so we can stick a bench in there. Yeah, and I don't think we're going to need the flower pots, so that's about as random as you can get, yeah. Pink concrete trapdoor. Plus that's too random. Who knows? Let's stick it in there as well. Why not? There we go. Yeah, but this one here, we ran right past for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that. But hey. Yeah, look, all the rest are done, but this one, I forgot. I just forgot to do it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure why. I just kind of ran past it straight to the other one. So what we'll do is we'll do something in this one, but we're not going to give it a colour. I think we're going to do something totally different with this one. Since it was kind of forgotten about, I think we need to treat it a little bit special now. You know, make up for our mistake. I think it's feeling a bit left out. It's the only column that hasn't got anything in there. I think we're going to turn this one into a little like public loo or something. You know, like put a few little bits in here. Let's just have a look. Let's just make this easier and do it this way. Yeah, and that one's a bit too white. This one's got brown on it, so I'll just bring a little bit of colour in here, won't it? Yeah, look, we've got a little. What about a sink? I don't know if yeah, okay, so we can get a sink in here. You need a little sink. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's a sink with a unit. Have a look at that. And there's also, okay, like a much smaller sink. Let's get rid of these. And the road signs, I'm looking forward to doing them. I won't lie. Because that's the kind of final touch that we need for the car park. So that's the reason I'm looking forward to doing that. Yeah, there's something else we probably need, like a mirror, right? Yeah. What's this? That's a bathroom mirror also. Quite liking the look at that one. It's nice and small. Not sure what that one looks like, but we won't have that one. These are a bit too fancy, I'd say. A bit of a modern vibe. I mean, we could try that just because it's got the brown on it also. Yeah, probably more of that one. And if I'm not mistaken, somewhere we've got towels. Yeah, you're going to need a little towel to dry yourself with, yeah. Probably one hanging on the wall, and just in case, we'll stick a little pile of towels there. And should we have a look what cabinets we got? I think these like little bathroom cabinets that we also have. Let's just have a look. Yeah, okay, so it's not come up, but I'll tell you where I did see it yesterday when we were looking through the white things. for the white room. And I saw something that was a bit bathroomy. Yeah, see that white bathroom shelf. Okay. So, alright, decisions to make. Well, I can only use the towels if the bathroom shelf will accept them on top. So, makes sense to do it in that order. Let's have a look. Let's stick a little loo in here. We'll make this place a little. There you go. A little more useful than the other ones. And I guess you're probably just going to want it there, aren't you? Okay, that works. Can you change where you put that? Yeah, you can. That's interesting. Oh, it goes wherever you put it. That's quite cool. Right in the middle there, I'd say. And then a cabinet. Probably this one, because it's like two things at once. There's the sink and the cabinet, right? And I don't know. Let's try these mirrors. What's this one look like? Yeah, I mean that does the job, right? A bit cold, a bit clinical maybe. What about this one? Yeah, a bit cozier. Okay, and it matches the colour out. We like that, we like that. The white bathroom shelf. Alright. Yeah, I like that actually. That's kind of working. And instead of the hanging towels, maybe we will go for the towels that sit on top. Now, I don't know if they'll go on that half shelf. Yeah, just like that. Have a look. Is there anywhere we could? You can't because I've put those there. Don't really want that right. I actually do quite like the look of that. Maybe we don't have that. Maybe we have that there like that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's pretty cool. It's a bit plain in here, isn't it? What do you want on the ceilings up in here? Maybe, you know, the old classic, just a Minecraft picture. Where's a picture frame gone? I can't remember what the pictures are called. That's absurd, right? Let's have a look. They're here, aren't they? There we go. Painting, of course it's a painting. We all know it's a painting. Let's get rid of all this toilet stuff. Done with that now. Now it's not exactly obvious that this is a toilet. We're not going to put a sign up or anything. You've got to discover it yourself, right? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, we want this. It's going to do whatever size it wants to do, isn't it? We want it to just be a small. Wow, what is that? Okay, so what painting did we take there? Let's have a look. What is it? Functional blocks, painting, kebab. No, I've got a mod on here, right? Where you can change what painting it is. Yeah, like that. But I guess it's only on the special ones, on the Minecraft ones. So let's get a random block in our inventory so we can block some of this off. We just want it to be a little square painting, I'd say there. Can't do on there anyway. It seems to still do. Alright, we'll take the mirror down for a second. Typical, but that's okay. And then we can put painting in there. Oh, why is it doing that? That shouldn't happen, right? Oh, I'll tell you what it is. I know what it is. I know what we've done. Let's get the mirror back quickly. And let's get the paintings. Right, we want a 1x1 painting, don't we? I think we've taken a... Oh, are these special ones? Just any 1x1 one, really? Let's just try that one and see what happens here. Yeah, okay, so perfect. Let's get rid of all this. There we go. Actually, I like that. Straight off the bat, that's the one. Beautiful. There's our mirror. Don't need anything else up in here. It's going to be nice and clean, nice and clinical. Beautiful. That's job done, huh? Let's get out of here. Okay, let's clear out inventory. No more paintings. And no more signs. We will have the no more the proper signs. Let's do this. Okay, so that's done. Oh, now all these other ones are done. We're not going to look in around them now. They was on the last stream yesterday. It took a while, actually. It took a few hours to get that done, like, you know, along with the benches on the other side of the car park. We'll have a little wander around once we're done with the road signs. We'll have a little run around, check it. Yeah, this feels much nicer now. Nice and simple design for the benches, yeah. Nothing too fancy, nothing too flash. We see if we can spawn a chicken in. It always takes me about 20 eggs to get a chicken, I tell you. Look, see what I'm saying? Crazy. This is it. This is my life. If I ever try and spawn a chicken in with an egg, this is what happens. There we go. We got one. There you go, my darling. How you doing? Alright, so road signs. Look, we've already got some here now. This is them. It doesn't have to be this size. Or colour. You can kind of change it. But, you know, I like these. This is the normal street sign. Yeah, but if I remember rightly, okay, so what we did on the other roads was we have information signs. Like if you're coming out of a... Oh, hello there. Hi, Alessabella. Thank you for following. Appreciate that. Yeah, when you come out of a junction here, what we've done is we have like a sign, you know, here telling you what's what. So, yeah, and then if you click it again, change the template, right, and then it goes street sign right. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Confirm. And again, none of this stuff has actually technically been built yet, but eventually, I don't think Tech District fits in, does it? No. So I think what we've done is just Tech. Tech Dist, like that, Tech District. Does that make sense? Let me know what you reckon, is that, if that makes any sense or not. That's the Tech District. I mean, what we could do is this Tech District. Nah, I don't like that. Tech District's that way, right? And it will be eventually. We haven't got one at the moment, but also that way will be the admin district. And actually thinking about it, right, we'll put Tech District on the bottom. And then what we'll do, because the main, like this entire area is the shopping, so I think we'll do that in capitals. And I think that's done. Confirm that. Yeah, okay, so shopping, because this is the shopping district that we're in right now, right? And it kind of starts here, so the main bulk of it's going to be down there. So shopping, Tech District, and then I guess on this one, you know, it's not exactly right on the junction, but that's okay. We do what we can. It's not got as much stuff this way, right? So I guess it will have highway. And again, we'll just capitalize that because it's like a main sort of thing, right? Thanks, Lesabella. Yeah, not doing too bad actually. Yeah, just about to finish this car park. We've got these signs to put up on this car park now, and then it's done. And it's taken a while to build this thing, so I'm really quite pleased that at least we're kind of almost at the end of it, and then we can start building again. Got a project in mind, and I'll probably show. We'll have a little run around in a little while and have a little look at what we're doing next. But looking forward to actually getting building some structures again soon. So yeah, that's coming up as soon as we've done these signs. So yeah, quite excited. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well, by the way. So there's not much else over there. Highway. Also, I'll tell you what is going to be there eventually is the farming. I don't think we can even fit district in there, so we'll just put farming. And I think that's it. Does it look all right if you just have two? Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, don't have to fill it out. So eventually up here, when we extend this road kind of north that way, that'll be where the farming kind of area is up there. Yeah, okay, so there we go. That's this little road done for signs. Now we've got a few little signs to put up here, yeah, so we'll use this sign, but we'll also be needing to put up some street signs, like speed signs. We'll try and shortcut to this, but yeah, okay, there we go. And I reckon 20 miles an hour inside this thing is probably reasonable. And maybe 5 for the actual little parking areas. So I don't know, let's have a look. Here, right, I think we're gonna have, yeah, maybe not there actually, maybe here. Yeah, now we're in creative here. This is a huge project we've got on the go here. I usually play in survival but this has all been built in Create. We've got our haberdashery there. It's our first official build that we built. But that's what we're working on next. We're going to extend that thing out, and that's going to be like a builder's depot, I guess you call it, like, you know, like a giant DIY superstore basically. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to getting that done, definitely, because it's we've got a lot of blocks modded in, stuff like that, and I'm going to stick them on the shelves. You'll be able to look around the place and see what's what. Should be quite cool. So if we change the template, right, we want, yeah, I don't think we need the full width here, so you can have like half street. Right, just like that, yeah, confirm. And then again in capitals. Car park, confirm. Let's have a look. How does that look? I don't really like the way the pole pokes out the top. Let's have a look. So could we see? Let's just see if we can accept that. Yeah, not ideal, but I don't think there's a lot we can do about that. There are no half poles in the game. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe if will that sign disappear? No. Alright, yeah, that works. Car park, that's perfect. And let's just let people know straight off the bat. I don't know how this is going to work on these lampposts. Let's have a look. Again, this, you know, it's Minecraft. We have to accept certain kind of imperfections. I think that's alright. 20 miles an hour in there. Maybe we don't have it right next to that though. Let's have a look. Maybe we have it on this one. Maybe a bit lower, huh? So you can actually read it whilst you're driving, yeah? Yeah, I think that's it. So we're not going to go nuts with these signs right now. We're just going to stick a few here and there. It already says 20 if you're going into the underground section. Now this goes underground, this car park. We've got like a sub 1 and a sub 2 down there. It's already finished and built out. All the signs, everything's done down there. It's literally just this top section that we've been working on. And like I say, there's a lot of lampposts. We've been doing a lot of lamppost work. I'm pleased to have it done now. I'll tell you what, let's I think this looks like a good spot. 2. And we'll stick the third one on for now. If we can. There we go. Yeah, and again, just for information, I reckon here. So we've got on this side, right, if you go left from here, you will have the disabled parking. Oh, we don't want capitals, I don't think, on this. Disabled, and you've also got motorcycles. Yeah, okay, that fits, that's good. What else is there? I think that's it, disabled and motorcycles that way, confirm. Yeah, nice to know what's going on, right? When you come in, you don't want to not know where you're going, be lost. Let's just give everybody the information they need. And let's be honest, the reason I'm doing it is just because it just jazzes the place up a bit. You know, all these plain poles, you know, it's nice to have the signs as well to kind of just make it look a bit nicer. Okay, so that one needs to go right. Perfect. And this way you've got loading, and we've got taxis as well. Confirm. Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily, in theory, need a taxis, do you? In a car park, in theory, everybody should have their own car, but there's a big pedestrian kind of area here, so it would be a nice place to catch a cab if you needed to, right? You're watching everybody else come in and go in their cars and you haven't got one, so you can hire one. Alright, I think we're cool there, man. 20, and since we put it on that side, perhaps we should also put one here. And then I just think that we'll stick some more of these speed signs here. We're not going to have them going all along. I think that would be a bit too much. Let's have a look. I think probably like right at the far end, we'll just also want to know that it's 20 on this kind of main road here. Just a little reminder. And therefore we'll put one there. Yeah, and I was considering, right, inside these areas it could be 5. Because you kind of want people going slow, don't you, when they're inside here. But it would mean that we'd have to stick one in every one, so we'll kind of do that. Let's just put it on and have a look, see how that feels. If it feels too busy or if it's just right, hopefully. Yeah, no, I think that's good, man. That's exactly kind of what we wanted, just to break up the plain lines of the lampposts a bit. Kind of perfect. So yeah, when you're in this bit, it's 5. You know, don't want people getting hurt, do we? You go nice and slow when you're parking your car, don't you? Yeah, we'll do this for everyone. And I'll tell you, like I say, it actually took 2 streams over 2 nights to get all these lampposts and barriers and stuff in. It's been a bit of a mission, I'll tell you. But worth it ultimately, I hope. Yeah, I mean, the streaming's going alright. I've had a few technical issues here and there. Like where it was, firstly I had some audio issues. I had to tinker with the settings. And then we had some connection issues, and I was doing it over Wi-Fi, which was a bit of a mistake from what I gather from my Google searches. I'm no expert at all this, you see. I'm pretty new to it all. But I've got a physical wire now connecting the computer, you know, up to the. I think we'll just put it over here. Connecting it up to the Wi-Fi router. So hopefully that problem solved also. Yeah, all sorts of little technical issues. Like my VPN was cutting out; it had a kill switch apparently, and now and again it would just literally cut the internet off and just end the stream. Crazy, but I think all those problems are solved now. So, yeah, I mean, how does it sound? Does it sound okay? Am I loud enough? Is the music too loud? Any of that stuff? You know, feel free to give me some feedback. Always happy for some feedback. Yeah, that's cool. I don't think we need any signs on this entrance because it's like a pedestrian entrance, not really for the cars. Let's just go and have a look and make sure. Yeah, because like I say, the road signs are more for vehicles, right, as opposed to pedestrians. I don't think we need one there. I think we're kind of done with that. Awesome, let's have a look. The only other thing I can think that we might want to highlight is the exit itself. Like if you're driving around, let's have a look. How many things we've got here? SLOW. We could put slow on the road. We've done it all on the motorway. There, just to you know, so it's a little reminder. Let's have a look. Let's try and do that. I'm not sure what they're called. Are they in the lines? No, I don't think so. No, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Let's have an actual look. I know it's right down the bottom here, so it just kind of breaks up the monotony, I think, of it being so plain. Yeah, just to have a few little extra random bits here and there. And there's quite an abrupt end to this road here, so I think we'll just stick slow on the floor. And again, it's just, let's just use our jazzy new mods. Yeah, right down here, all this good stuff, man, all this good stuff. Ooh, we are going to make a burger van. I want it to stick like a food stall in this car park. We may well do that at the end, but that's kind of a bonus feature, I suppose. It's not really necessary for the functioning of the car park. Is it S? Yeah, well, I'll just stick these on the floor, I think, here. Just to, you know, give them a bit of impetus to watch their speed at this particular point here, because there's quite a sharp turn here. Right, there we go. And that's the disabled parking. I mean, maybe we could have a sign that says this disabled. Have a look. See what options we've got on the template. Yeah, but I think half street forward will do us, yeah. And then I think in capitals, because it's right here. Ooh, disables. Oh, I tell you what, actually, it's changed the template. Let's have a look. I'm looking at these things on the side here. Street forward, because there's also the motorbikes in here. Disabled and motorcycles. Is this going to fit? Is the question. Motorcycle. That'll do, won't it? Not grammatically correct. Yeah, I tell you what, actually, let's separate those by a gap. Maybe you could just put motorbikes. Nah. Let's try it. Does it make any difference if you don't capitalize it? It does. So let's not capitalize these. Purely so that we can have it say motorcycles. Maybe we have an and sound in there. Little and symbol. Yeah, that makes sense. Because otherwise it's almost like disabled motorcycles, you know. A bit too niche that, yeah. So yeah, we've got a little disabled spots here. Motorcycles at the end here. They can chain them up, yeah, to the fence there. That's cool. And I think maybe, I mean, there's only one way you can go, right? But let's just see how this looks. If we put a little sign that says exit, yeah, change to street right, but maybe the half street right. Let's have a look. Confirm, and this will definitely be. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, one more little change on that. Perhaps we. Okay, you can't actually change it. That's all right, man. That's all right. Should we fly? We can fly. We're in creative. So exits that way. Disables there. Yeah, that's cool. Custom graphics, you say? Sorry, I'm a little bit late on reading the reading the words there, aren't they? So apologies for any delay there in me replying to you. I don't know, not at this stage right now, but you know, if and when, I should say, this kind of sort of starts to take off a little bit, and you know, I may well look into that for sure. So I'm glad you subscribed, and I'll keep you lesser better. I'll keep you in mind there for sure. So if I need some advice or some quotes, I can get in touch. I'd say it is something that I should do, because I did struggle to get the graphics good for this channel right on here. I don't know. Well, let's have a look. Can we? I had to tinker about with like the file size and stuff, and I'm no expert with that. So that is something I want to do, and at some point in the future, I may well want some kind of branding. You know, so yeah, not right now, truth be told, but it is something that is on my radar to get sorted at some point. So I mean, you could argue that I need to do it now to attract people in, yeah, but I don't want to attract people in until I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm more comfortable myself in streaming and stuff like that. But yeah, when that point comes, I do think it probably is something I'll need to look at. There, let's I think we're gonna take these down, right? Purely so, I mean, they're all lower on the other ones anyway. Purely so we can probably put a sign in here to, let's do it from up here, 3, and I don't know, this is higher than the other ones. I think it kind of needs to be, because it's the main sign that's going to say exit, and this is the final sign that we're going to put on. So change the template. Okay, excuse me, half stream, right, confirm, and again we'll capitalize this. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that I'd rather it was kind of in the middle. Can we not do that like that? No, it won't let you do that. That's okay, man, we accept that. And then this we can delete. Yeah, custom graphics, that sounds good. I would need an expert to help me with that stuff, that's for sure. Yeah, so exit, we've got speed signs, we've got informational signs. I don't think we need to put any signs here particularly. I think we'll keep this one raised purely because it's at the end here. But I think what we'll do, right, is not have it be this cement. We will have it be andesite. Just like that. Yeah, I mean the other thing is actually thinking about it. Doesn't tell you that it's the exit if you're coming this way, right? You know what we could do to solve that problem? Let's just keep those up there for now. I don't think we're going to need them again, but now let's get right down to them. Let's not take our time on this. Where are they? Just above these, I think, somewhere. Oh, I saw our juicy furniture. See, we're going to be using a lot of this in the next build. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, we've gone too far, but here we are. Here we are. We can probably solve that by putting it on the ground as well. Where's the eye? And a little T. Yeah, right there. Nah, I don't know if you've spotted, I don't know where you hail from, but I'm in London at the moment, in the UK, so we drive on the left up in here, so I know it's not popular worldwide. We're the kind of odd ones out, aren't we? But I can't help myself, I've had to make the roadway system where you do indeed drive on the left here. Yeah, no, that works, exit. Maybe we actually don't need the sign. You know, if it says exit there, I think that's overkill. So we can get rid of that. Yeah, we will keep that lowered, I think. That's alright like that. Okay, beautiful. I think we're done. The only other thing I could think, this is the loading area, right? And I don't know if we've got any no parking signs. I haven't seen any. Yeah, it's here. So let's have a look. No cars. Well, that's not correct. You are allowed your car in here. Just no parking. That's all. Yeah, let's just have a look down it because there's some more signs here. Okay, parking lot sign. Let's just take a quick look at that. Okay. Now let's just quickly get back to where we were because I saw another one there that might be interesting. But I think that means no stopping, no parking. That's a no parking sign, is it? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking actually. Just for here, but I think that's a different design. Let's just have a look at how this actually looks. No, that kind of works. So I see that's in the center of the block. So maybe if we do them here. Wow, okay, so that's... Okay, so I'll tell you what we need here, right? We do have other poles. And I'm not sure of which one, but... Let's have a look at this one. Get rid of that for now. Let's see if this is in the center. Yes, it is. That should do then, right? And if we could put this, let's quickly fly. Okay, my Discord username is on the channel. If you have a look, there is I don't know if it's a link to it, but it tells you it's the same as this. It's Crafty Miner 1981. So yeah, feel free to drop me a line there. Absolutely. I don't use it very often, but it is something that exists for me. You know, I do check in now and again on there, and yeah, like I say, that would clearly be the best place to have a little chat, wouldn't it, or whatever. So yeah, by all means, add me on Discord there, and I will accept 100%. Yeah, okay, so no parking. So it's loading, just to make sure, just in case you were not 100% sure what was going on there. There's no parking there. You can park in there, the taxis can park and wait, that's cool. Now, I don't know if this is necessary to have this. I mean, it says car park, right? But maybe, I don't know, let's just run a little test. Actually, not that one. Oh, actually, where did these signs go? Okay, yeah, they do go on the back like that. That's cool. So, just how's this going to work out? I mean, we put it there, I guess. And if we do it like this, yeah, okay, that's the one. Maybe up one higher. And we'll just see if... Yeah, it kind of works. It's not the exact match, but... Or the other alternative, I don't know how this will look. Yeah, it's kind of cursed. Yeah, that's not happening like that. Okay, let's have a look. Hello, little chicken. We spawned that one in earlier. We threw an egg and well, we threw 20 eggs and got one chicken. I do quite like the double sign, to be honest. It's more of a visual thing, right? But it's sort of unnecessary. It's really got a redundancy of purpose there, so I think we have it like that. Now, what post is this? I don't like the way it doesn't connect properly there. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe post? Yeah, it's one of them. I think I know which one it is, you know. But we'll have a quick look. Yeah, it's a bit of a grind, right, having to do all this inventory stuff every 2 seconds, but I do think it is worth it just to get it looking right. There is another pole in here which we use for the pedestrian crossings, and I think that's the one it wants. Yeah, it's not those. This one. I think it's this one. Have a look. Yes, there we go. Hang on. Aha. Okay, so I think it needs to be on that block there. Car parking. I'll tell you what we could do. I haven't actually counted these spaces, so this is not exactly correct information. We could do this quickly, right? I know for a fact that there's 10 of these blocks. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, plus 12. So that's 200 plus parking spaces, right? And plus there's probably another 200 down there. So I think we can just say, for argument's sake, that there's 400 spaces here. So what's this going to look like? No, parking. And let's just see. Very last sign this. I'm quite pleased this is the last sign. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll just give it a bit more information. 200 spaces, it fits. Oh no, what did we say? There's 200 on the surface and there's 200 above. 200 below, beg your pardon. Yeah, what have we written here? Max height, yeah, of course. Okay, beautiful. That's it. I think that's it. I just wanted one of these white signs there. That works. That's perfect. That sets it up. What do you reckon? Oh, you've all grown up now, bless you. You have a good one. All right. Yeah. So I'll tell you what we can do now, right? It's time to not fill this. We're not going to fill this with cars. We've got these cars modded in. They're pretty cool and they do drive. But we can get rid of all this stuff now. We don't need any of this. Thank you all. Now let's get some car spawn eggs because we can just spawn a few cars. I'm just going to do one of each colour, I think, right? Yeah, we've got a blue one, so a brown car. Do you know, honestly, I don't even think we need that many cars. There's a, excuse me, there's a lot of cars there, yeah, a lot of different colours. Let's have that colour. I think like just one bar of the inventory full. Now, just spawn a few in here. Okay, awesome. I got that, Lesabella. Yeah, Lesabella 0, and yeah, I'll probably go into. Okay, that's not packed up very well, is it? So you need a wrench to destroy these cars. I think maybe we'll get a wrench in our inventory just in case. But we don't need to destroy this one. I think we can. Is this going to spawn another car in on top of it? I'll tell you what we'll do, right? Just to make sure we don't make any mistakes here. Is just touch it with our hand. And you can actually get in them and drive them if you can find the hitbox. There we go. So yeah, let's park up a few cars here. We're just going to park these up, yeah, and then the very last one we do, I think we'll go for a little drive. I think we'll go for a little drive into the underground car park. Oh, back to game. How'd you get out of this? Shift? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's not packed up really. Oh, this is fun, yeah? So yeah, you really got to, let's do it from here, and then sort of like get ourselves. They're so fast, these things, it's actually insane. Now let's shift out of that and see. Okay, yeah, that works. Poking out a little bit, yeah, but you know, that's alright, man, that's alright. Alright, so let's get brown car in, why not, yeah, why not indeed. And this is for HGVs, don't need a car there. We'll stick one just in the corner up here, I think. We just spawn it in here and then like literally drive it in. Actually be quite difficult to, oh, it's actually don't look too bad, does it? Yeah. To actually kind of reverse it in, I guess. Right, where are we? I think we need to be more like here. I think that's probably it. Oh, nearly. Forward a touch. Yeah, that's not bad packing. Oh, we've hit the barrier. Oh, that's an insurance claim, yeah? There we go. Perfect. Perfectly packed. Okay. Just a few here and there, right? It's a real barren, empty car park, unfortunately. We're not going to spawn in 100 cars because I think that would be silly. Because it's probably going to lag the game and stuff, yeah. And there's going to be buildings and everything, all sorts of stuff around this place. So yeah, I don't want 1,000 cars in here, but I just want one of each colour. Then we can pick a car at will. Well, that's nice. I like the black one, yeah. So let's do this. Really hard to actually judge where you are in these things. You go backwards. Beautiful. There we go. Not bad. We maybe leave an empty lot. I think it makes sense to have at least one empty, and we'll probably park one right here. I think they're all quite cool. I must admit, it's a little bit cursed, these cars, because they're not all that Minecrafty. Should we drive this one in forward? Easier that way, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful. We're getting this. We're getting this. Now maybe we'll have two in this one, right? I don't see why not. Just to kind of mix it up a bit. Did I spawn an extra one in there? I had it when I first put this mod on. I was playing with the cars and stuff, and I was trying to jump in there, and I kept on spawning more cars on top of the original car. It was a bit of a nightmare, and they kind of existed. Oh wow, look at that. Now that was not great packing. Come on, let us in. Let us drive. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah. I think we've got a disabled patron and they've got a nice blue car. So yeah, we'll punch them with our fists so we don't keep doing that, what we did last time. Where are we? Yeah. I think that's it. Oh wow. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Was this a silver? Oh, light grey car. Okay, that's cool. Let's just let's put this one here, and we will, like I say, we'll spawn in the very last one. I think that we spawn. We'll take for a proper drive. I just want to kit this car park out a touch here now. Let's take it over there. Let's drive this one in forward as well. Easy to hit these barriers here. Oh yeah, that's no good. No, you'll be getting people putting eggs and TP all over your car if you leave it there. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. What we got now? A magenta car, nice, and then a yellow car just to finish off. Now that one was empty, so I definitely want one here, and I think we'll have it right here. Probably maybe a bit that way. This is more fun than it might seem, you know. I don't know what it's like to watch, but it's actually quite fun doing this. Yeah, that's nice. You can't get in your boot to put your shopping in. It's a bit of a shame. Alright, there we go, and we've kind of come full circle because there's the brown one that's kind of perfect. I think a spot right here seems good. That's nice, actually. That's quite a nice one. And then we'll probably park this one up, and then let's just park it up nice and easy, actually. Forward ways in there. Is that right? Let's have a look. Yeah. And let's spawn another one in. I quite like the black one. I think we'll go for a drive. It's a bit boring, maybe, the black, isn't it? Have a light grey car. And something else has dawned on me, is that we haven't got any ticket machines up here. So let's take this car for a drive into the underground section, because we've got ticket machines down there, you see, and it just reminds us like what we've done, and if there's anything that we're missing up here. They're so fast, these cars, that you've got to be careful. They are. I'm going to try and follow the rules of the road. Wait there, look, there's a roundabout. Nothing coming. Shopping district, no, highway. Wow. Oh. Yeah, and like we've left the car park, right, because I want to kind of show you that this car park is connected underground. So there's one entrance there, that big one that we've seen with the big archway, but it also connects to this. And it was kind of the reason that we built the car park, was to give this haberdashery and the builder's yard, which is to come, you know, some parking spaces for the patrons. So you can't really see it actually when you're in the car, but yeah, we've got a official entrance here. Okay, so it begins to lag the game. This, look, might have to reboot the game if this carries on. But yeah, they're so fast, these cars. I have to just press on and off. Okay, so we come here, you see, here we go. This is sub 2, and that's the way out right there. That'll lead us back up to the car park here, and go up here for sub 1. And I think we're going to park this car up, because it's definitely lagging the game, but this is fun. This is fun. Yeah, can we do this? We have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery to get her in there nicely. There we go, no problem. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, so here we are, like, straight at the ticket machines. This is what we've done. Yeah, so we'll stick a few of these upstairs, I think, and then the car park's officially done. This is the underground car park, all done. This was done like a few months ago, to be truthful. And then we've been working. I had a little break where I wasn't all that productive. There's a lot of stuff going on in real life, you know how it is. But we're back in the game now, back in the game. And yeah, there's some plants and stuff in here. You've got to jazz it up a little bit, haven't you? Yeah, okay, so that's awesome. Is the elevator here? Well, by chance it is here, and we've got lifts up in this place. This is our little lift that we've built. Let's go up. Another ticket machine there, just in case you forgot. You know, I like to get the cash out your pocket if we can. And here we are. So you can go through basically in this, yeah, in the car park. I mean, we perhaps should have driven it up and out of here so you could have seen how it connects, but it's quite simple. That's where you get in and out. That's a one-way system only. You can only go into the car park there. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, so it's lagging out a bit now. I think I'll just reboot the game, yeah. So they're so fast, those cars, that I think they affect the way it loads up and stuff like that. But yeah, we've gotten a few nice cars in here now, yeah? That one's all parked up properly. Should we just stick some ticket machines in? We need to decide where we want some ticket machines to go. Oh, do you know what? This tune is just what we needed, actually. It's a bit exciting now. I got a bit excited there driving those cars. I won't lie. This is a nice chilled tune, this one. Yeah, I think it's my favourite Minecraft song, this one. Yeah, I'm thinking that we should have some ticket machines for definite, clearly, right, near the exit. Yeah, on this side. And we'll probably put them against the back walls, maybe. That kind of might make sense. Let's get it in. I don't know what it's called, this, what those ticket machines are called. Were they vending machines? Yeah, they were. That's what we'll be using. Let's just play about here and see what happens. Okay, so we can't put it there because that's like a raised curb. Yeah, that kind of limits our options a little touch. But it's not the end of the world, man. I don't want to put them over there because it's just too pretty over there, man. I don't want to ruin the vibe. Yeah, but perhaps we could have the ticket machines here facing the taxis. Does it kind of look... Yeah, that might work. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do this. So I'm not sure if you're watching there, yeah, but I'm going to shut out this so I could reboot it, because driving around in those cars, they're so fast that they, I think they just lagged out the game a touch. So save and quit. And I've never actually done this on stream before. I had to log out like this, so this will be a good little test for me. I'm pretty sure if I just do it, save and quit, and then go right out. Okay, you see, so yes, it has picked it up. Good. It hadn't picked it up there for a second, but it's got it now. So single player, Sunset City, and let's just check the actual Twitch feed. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. So that does kind of work. So apologies for a bit of jank there, but that's all right. Back to game, and we should just let her load up for a second, and then we should be all good again. Yeah, so perhaps no more jaunts in the cars. Yeah, that's a bit of a distraction, but okay, we've got ticket machines here, but I'm not sure. What do you reckon? Maybe we should have a couple, like 4. And I'm also thinking that maybe we want some barriers around this now, around this taxi rank, just to kind of make it feel a bit more secure. Is it too much, do you think? What do you reckon? Do you know, looking at these is giving me an idea, yeah. They are our ticket machines, but you could also make this, instead of it being a taxi rank, like a charging point, you know, for electric vehicles. That might be cool, because these also kind of look like those charge points that we get on the street. But we've already done the signs and all this now, so we're not going to do that now. Maybe we can make a charging point in another car park somewhere, for sure. We're going to go for modern... Ooh. Yeah, these are the babies. I thought we were done with these, but it seems like we might just want a few more here. Yeah, like this. Is that going to work out? Okay, so yeah, it kind of ends there. That's all right. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's just see how it works out on this end. Okay, so once again there, I think what we'll do here is it bollard? No, we don't want one of those ones. Yeah, one of these babies here. Okay, so I think we're done with car eggs. We can put those away, but that is very cool. It's a very cool mod. I wish I could remember what it was called and kind of tell you, so I could give them a shout out properly, but I honestly can't remember what it was called. That particular mod that brought those in, but it's very cool. I think we'll just put these here like this, just to kind of like edge it off. And that's it. That's beautiful. Yeah, ticket machines. I suppose we should have one more sign. Right, one more little sign. And we're going to use the proper road sign. We'll just have a pay here, right, sign, I'm thinking. So let's have a look. What template would we have for this? Yeah, if only that was pointing down. I don't think there is a pointing down one. Which is kind of unfortunate. It's all forward, left, left, right. Let's just have a look through this whole selection, see if there's one that doesn't have like any directionality on it. Distance sign, what's that? Okay, that's probably going to be too big, isn't it? Should we see what that looks like? Okay, yeah, we can leave it in green. That's probably okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this is going to work. I guess we're just going to kind of want to put... Yeah, no, that works. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. It's a bit much, yeah. It's a bit kind of visually... But, you know, that's kind of what you're going to be looking for, yeah? If you hear pay here, there you go. Let's just stick another bunch of these on the other, right on the opposite side. There's no way you're going to want to have to traipse across the whole car park, is there, to pay? Yeah, like I say, I'm not even sure, like I say, just having these cars sat here, how much that might affect the lag of the game. Because, you know, it's quite touchy as Minecraft, isn't it? So yeah, this is our little park in the corner of the car park. We're leaving this greenery here just like this. We've got a little bench there. We've got another little couple of benches here. And there's a lift on this side as well, you see. So we're all safe for access in this place. And I think, oh, okay, so once again, maybe what's under there? Oh, okay, so let's rethink our strategy here. I guess these could be raised up. Flood protection, huh? Yeah, that's cool, man. That works. I don't really want a sign saying pay here. I won't lie, because I just think it will ruin the vibe of the area. This, you know, that's okay. Functionality is one thing, but I want it to also look pretty. I mean, that's all right. You know, if you know, you know. You can come here and pay also. That's cool. This is some ticket machines, and I think maybe we'll just stick a little bin on the side here. Yeah, let's have a look. Which one's the best ones? Yeah, for your old tickets and stuff, yeah. And I guess if we're doing that, we kind of should just do that as well. Now let's have a little look. I'm going to chill here, actually. Just take our time, right? And I'm just going to have a little look now through our bits. See if there's anything that jumps out that we could also have here that might be useful for the car park somehow. Do you know what? If there was a fire, right, you might want a fire hydrant. I know we've got some fire hydrants in the game, so maybe we'll have a look. None of this Minecrafty stuff, more like road stuff. It's all the good furniture. We're definitely going to be using all this stuff, man, because we've got so much to do in this city. So many different builds to build, so many different vibes to kind of achieve in the different areas and stuff. This is the reason I've got so much stuff on this. Yeah, it's been worth it though. It's been a struggle to get the mod pack up and running, but ultimately, if you want to make a project, like if you ever want to make it a proper city that feels like a place that you want to explore, you know, with nice variety, you kind of got to have a lot of different stuff. Yeah, it can't all just be the same everywhere. And we will be getting creative with just vanilla Minecraft blocks also. It won't all just be modded in stuff. But you know, we've got it here, so we might as well use it, mightn't we? Yeah, let's just have a look. Down here somewhere, I think there's some kind of juicy stuff. Like it's a normal plastic trash bin. We have used those in the haberdashery. Okay, so there's a hydrant. We'll try the hydrant. An emergency phone. That might not be a bad idea. The mailbox. You wouldn't really have a mailbox in here, but that is quite cool, right? Nonetheless. There's a fire extinguisher box. Okay, yeah, now you're kind of talking. Alright, I think that's enough to play with there. And red does match the red bit. Is that too much red? Kind of makes more sense to have the fire extinguisher box there, doesn't it? Maybe have the hydrants out here somewhere. We have limited options because this is a raised curb, right? These are half blocks, so you really can't kind of place too many things on them. But no, actually I think that's cool. Let's just stick a foam. Let's stick one of these foams on here. Why not? And this really will be the last thing, I think, for this car park. I think then we've achieved everything we needed to achieve here. Let's stick this little phone here. Yeah, that emergency phone is beautiful. We'll go for a ride in this lift as well. Okay, ground. That reminds me. We need to, the existing lifts in the other buildings, we didn't know how to change the words there at that time. Yeah, I mean, we could make this area a bit prettier if we wanted to, yeah, with some flowers and some plants. I don't think that's the mission right now. I think we'll do that when we're building in this area. And we'll come back and have a little bit of fun with that. It's more really about this car park, getting this car park up and square. Alright, so hydrants and a little phone box. Could really do with a hydrant around here somewhere, couldn't you, in theory? Let's just have a look over here near the motorcycle area. You kind of want one on either side, I would say, if we're going to have them at all. Okay, yeah, we've got a bit of space here. Yeah, that looks a bit squashed in, doesn't it? Don't really want it blocking off the pavements too much. Let's have a look. Hello, sheepy sheep. Let's just get that in there and just see what it might look like if we stuck a hydrant on there. Yeah, do you know, I think that works. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, just another little thing, another little like visual bit of spice, if you like. I'll tell you what, let's just get a pen, right? I'm going to write down your Discord name there, just to remind me after the stream's up. That's underscore. 0. I'll pop you a message on there for sure, Chuck. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a fire hydrant on that side. I think we'll stick one more fire hydrant on the other side. And they got long hoses, haven't they? So yeah, let's take our time and walk here, man. It's done. I'm kind of dragging this out a bit now because I almost I couldn't wait to finish the car park, but I'll also be sorry to see it go. We've spent so much time here doing this stuff. But yeah, it's complete. It's complete. I think right there, stick the hydrant, and then we'll come back here, stick a little phone and a little fire extinguisher box near those ticket machines, as well as a bin. Yeah, this is definitely the spot. Perfect. There's one on either corner there. That should do them, right? Hopefully we won't need it. Let's stick a bin down here somewhere. Once again, we've got the issue. Okay, we could have a bin right here, yeah. Is that odd on the hazard block? Yeah, a little bit maybe. Don't really want to block off this corner though. Maybe just here. Yeah, there we go. Just there like that. That works. I think we'll just have one on the other side as well. We don't want people littering, do we? You don't want any litter in the sea. There's a little seating area here. I'm half tempted to delete these. Like, we put these in to be kind of like solid seats, but I quite like the design I came up with earlier in the stream, which is, you know, it's not really a design, but it's nice and simple. Just those benches with the little side bits. I think that would be more effective here. So I think we're going to do one more little thing here. Let's delete all this. This was just a test one that we put up. I often build things just to see how they kind of fit, you know, see how it feels. And I feel that we can do better. So if we put you in there, we'll keep the bin on us, keep the foam. We're going to probably do more with that. I think we're done with a hydrant. And so if we go to jungle, no, still on capitals, get rid of that. We've got like a jungle bench in here somewhere, yeah. From X-Lines Furniture, that is one that I would recommend, man. Because it seemed to cause very few, I should say, problems for the mod pack. It kind of went on really well, really smoothly. And you get a lot of stuff on there too. 3, 4, 5 we've done on the other place. So we'll try and keep that if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it works. It might work out perfectly. Ah, okay, so almost perfect. I want one of those on the other side. Maybe the central one can just be 4 then. And so it's just a bit more symmetrical that way, yeah? And then we'll have 5 on either side. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, that's nice. And we've got a bin there. Emergency phone. We'll stick it near the machine. I think it makes sense to have them roughly in the same place, doesn't it? I don't know if this is overkill now. I might not have one of these here. Actually, no, that's cool. No, I like that. Yeah, there, but not on this side, I don't think. I don't think you want to be, you don't need to be that symmetrical. Yeah, no, we'll just have the fire bins near where the ticket machines are. Likewise with the phones. Okay, we're done. We're officially done with this now. That's cool, man. That's the car park. Finally finished. Now, I think it's going to cut more bits we're going to do here now, because we've just reloaded it up, yeah. So before I end the stream, we're going to go for a little walk now. And I will be streaming again later tonight. I want to log out the stream. A, because the car park's finished. And it's a sensible place to end it. But B, because we had to reload the game halfway through. And for all I know, this isn't even being recorded right now. Not properly anyway. So I want to kind of check that. And check it back. But before we do that, go into the lift area. You see, we've had to put signs in there because I couldn't figure out how to change that. But since that time, we have indeed figured it out. And we need access to this little block here. Do you know, I forgot that you can change the color of these lift blocks to match. Let's get some. Let's get the quartz in it because we have to destroy a block in order to make this happen. And let's get rid of some of this stuff. I think we'll keep that there for now. But yeah, if we destroy that one, and got right click it, I guess. What's bound to elevator control? Have we just broken the elevator? Oh man. That's fun. So at least we get to see how this works again now. Please work again now, yeah. So elevator controller. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to need to go downstairs and put another one in downstairs, I do believe, and then redo this whole thing. That's unfortunate. Is this worth it? Just to name the control panel? I think so. Oh, danger area here. What happens if we call this? Does this actually even work at the moment? Okay, actually we don't need to change that one. This works. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so I realised what we just did wrong then. Yeah, we can do that again. We haven't actually caused too many problems, I don't think. This should actually still work. If we go to... Oh no, yeah, okay, so... Remote elevator. So if we delete this one again, right? And what we have to do is go upstairs now that the lift isn't there. It's a bit of a thing doing these lifts, I won't lie, but... And then we bang this one to that, yeah, there we go. And then we go back in the lift. And what I was trying to achieve there was to click. So I'm pretty sure now this should work. Yeah, okay, thank you. I would have been disappointed if that didn't work. I won't lie. We can send it down from here. So let's not make that same mistake again. And then if we fly, I don't think we need to, but we might as well. This is the lift shaft we're in, huh? Oh, scary. But yeah, okay, so it's a copper block we need. This will all make sense shortly, I hope. Oh, it's going to be the waxed copper as well. What we have to do is access the side of this block, right? And so I think you've got to do it again with just with your fingers, as it were, as opposed to holding something else. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. So this is floor 1. So it's all very complicated, huh? All very complicated, but we get there. Floor 1. And floor 1 is the surface level, you see. So this is exactly what we wanted all along. Floor 1 surface. And then go out of that, put the copper back, and hopefully that makes sense. And then now it's got surface. Exactly what we want, and it says surface there. That's beautiful. And so now if we call the lift with our fingers. Beautiful surface, that's good. And actually we want the lift up here, and then we have to manually do it without the lift being there. Let's go down the stairs into the car park. I could have pay here, couldn't we? So we don't need these signs anymore, which is a bonus, man. And again here, okay, so now we need a hazard block. But this is fun. It's worth doing though, yeah. So if we destroy that, I'll tell you what, perhaps we should have just ditched all this stuff over there. This is what we need, some relaxing music right now. Actually, I will make that. Actually, no, we won't make it. Because if you click it with that, it'll turn it into a hazard block. I forgot they did that. That's pretty cool. So floor 0. Ah, do you know what? I can't remember. Are we on sub? Let's go out for a second. Is this sub level 1 or 2 that it takes you to? Oh, I forgot we had amazing exit signs. Oh, okay, okay, there we are. That sub 1. We're on sub 1. It's been a few months since I've been in this underground car park, huh? So sub, I'm not sure how many letters you can get in here. Sub level 1. Okay, that's cool. And then just pop the hazard block back in there, and we'll keep those not changed. Surface and sub level 1. Beautiful. That's what we needed. Okay, so we have an exit sign. I might actually see if we can use that on the car park while we're here, man. Exit, right. Well, we'll pop that in there and have a look, see if that works. Okay, so let's call the lift. And there is one more lift that we need to do this to, so this is a bit of a grind here doing this, but I don't know, it's quite relaxing. Now we know what we're doing, it's quite relaxing. This is the lobby, where you come off the street to get into the car park. And also inside the haberdashery there's a lift, so I think we're going to go and do what we just did for the lift in here also. And again, I haven't been in here for months. Open. See, I forget what we've got here. I didn't even realise we had it. Okay. Here we are. Does this feel like a haberdashery to you? nice and busy. I always think of haberdasheries as really busy places. You know, like, I mean busy with furniture and bits of stuff. Yeah, it's all our ribbons. They're not music discs. What you talk about, they're ribbons. It's all ribbon. And just, no, it says it there, ribbons and trims. Random bits. I can't even remember what the lift is here. Okay, see, there's so many items in this place. I guess it is slightly problematic that there's so many, because it kind of causes it to lag a touch when we're in here. But yeah, we do have this here. So, all right, awesome. I think we're going to end this stream right here, yeah? Thank you for following, by the way. And we'll come in. I'm going to log out and reload the game, and we'll start it right here. We'll start it with changing the names of this lift, and thankfully once we've done that, we can get rid of these signs here. I mean, maybe we should do it now. What do you reckon? Should we send it down? Where are we? We're on floor. This is the very top. Can you not send it down from here? Yeah, it's kind of struggling. This is a little bit glitchy. I think we'll reload it back in again, yeah. And then do this as the beginning of the next stream, because it kind of makes sense, because the next thing we're doing, right, the car park's done. We'll probably either try that exit sign on there or not. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm happy with the car park as it is, but we definitely want to change these information blocks on these signs. But then the very next thing after that is we're building next door to this, which is the builder's yard. So it makes sense, excuse me, that we're in this area. A little secret place, yeah. I was going to say, hopefully we can still get out of here. All right. See, I forget what's even here, I won't lie. But yeah, have a little walk around the haberdashery, and there is a second floor. And yeah, it's a bit laggy, a bit jumpy, so I'm going to log out and freshen it all up a bit. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice and calm in here. Very busy, yeah. It's exactly how I wanted it. I wanted it to feel like packed, and it does feel packed in here, doesn't it? And you know, if you need to go all of a sudden, there's a unisex little loo in here where you can happily go and do your business there. That's nice. And we all know what that is. That's the machine. Okay, there's another machine. Maybe we could use that as a charging point. Yeah, cool. I think we'll end the stream right here, and the next mission, it will briefly, I like to warm up my fingers, so we'll warm up our fingers on fixing that lift on the next one, and then we're straight next door and we're building. We're going to be building a builder's yard, a big giant DIY superstore basically. And it's not just going to be an empty building, man, it's going to be functional. We're going to give it purpose, where we're going to use it ourselves, man, to help us pick building blocks. We'll have a little area, a little testing area, you know, where you can kind of put blocks next to each other, see how the colours match up, see how everything looks. And I think it's better doing that than hello, it's good you're being creative here, yeah. And it's I think it's better to do that in a physical store as opposed to just scrolling through your inventory all the time. So I'm really looking forward to that, to the builder's depot being done. I still don't know what to call it. It's a DIY superstore is what it is, let's be honest. I just want it to sound fancier, so we call it a builder's depot. But it's like a DIY superstore, right? Needles and pins is what you need. Look, oh, here we go, look. They're not dark oak sticks, they're needles. We could rename them all, couldn't we? Now, if you were really OCD, I guess, or really a good perfectionist, there's nothing wrong with that. OCD's overused, isn't it? If you're a perfectionist, then you could have renamed those to needles, couldn't I? But I don't think we're going to do that because there's like 100 chests in here. So yeah, awesome. So, but thanks for following. I really appreciate that. And well, I'll catch you on the next stream. Hopefully, I'm streaming every single day at the same time. It's around about midnight London time, and sometimes I do 2 streams a night. They tend to be about 2 hours long. And but you say this with the build coming up, you may well find that they'll be longer, because we really want to get it done as soon as possible. So once I'm got the bit between my teeth on a build, I don't tend to stop for a long time. There's been a lot of little bits to do for this car park, you know, but we're on to a proper build now. I'm really chuffed about that. Car park's done, build will begin, so I'll see you there, hopefully. Anyway, take care now. Let's end